Hey guys, Synthesize and welcome to a special edition of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing on the PTR, and more specifically we're going to be having a really early look at Kharazim, the melee support, who should be about a week away. So who is Kharazim? He is like I said, a melee support that's sort of in the mold of Tyrande. He is kind of an off healer, does a little bit of damage and offers a whole bunch of utility. And today we're going to really give him an early spin and see what he can do. I'm just going to have a quick look at, show you guys a quick look at his abilities. It's Radiant Dash, which is his Q, just quickly jump to an enemy. W is his heal. It's not a huge heal and it's not an 8-second cooldown, but it's useful nonetheless. Now if you did spec into a more of a healing focus thing, you can definitely get a lot of utility out of Breath of Heaven. And then his E is Deadly Reach, and this is his main DPS cooldown, and it's pretty damn good actually, so we're gonna use it as much as we can, and I can show you exactly what it can do. And then your trait is basically your first talent, and you decide from when the game starts what you're going to really be specializing in, and this is where we can go into that. And so you got Transcendence, your basic attacks heal, every third heals for 40, it's not too bad. Iron Fist, every third basic attack does 100 bonus damage, it's pretty good. And then Insight, every third basic attack restores 12 mana, so you're getting like a Brightwing kind of effect, and then there's sort of like this is the focused attacks kind of effect, and then Insight is I've been mucking around with that a little bit as well. It's crazy how much sustain Insight can give you. So, and his ultimates, just quickly, there's 7-sided strike, so basically you create a large circle around you. Anybody in that circle randomly can be hit, and each time it hits it does 7% of their maximum health, and this lasts 2 seconds. So if you can get a one-on-one situation going, and you can get them locked into that sort of large circle for 2 seconds, you can gonna basically get them down to 50%. So if they're already below 50%, you're gonna kill them. It's a crazy move, and they can do so much damage. It's just all about keeping them in that small circle. This is the heroic that we're going to be using today. The other heroic, Divine Palm, very interesting. It's a shield, sort of in the vein of Uther's shield, but it doesn't actually shield, and then it's a huge heal like Rhaegar, and it's a combination of both. I don't know its usefulness yet, because they actually have to die, so the shield lasts for 3 seconds. If they die during the shield, then they get basically that Rhaegar heal. It's a massive heal. But if they don't, so if you're DPSing down somebody and you see the monk drop this Divine Palm on a enemy, you could just sort of back off a little bit, let the shield drop, and then kill them straight after, and then it's a complete wasted 60-second ultimate. So I don't think this is going to see too much play until it sort of people sort of work a way that they can use it's to its maximum potential. But at the moment, 7-sided strike is just so easy and so powerful, and this is what we're going to go for. The talent choices, well, we really need a new healer in this game, but unfortunately I don't think Kharazim is that. Like I said, he's more of a off heal, so from my playtesting, early playtesting, Transcendence is not going to be the savior here. Realistically, I like between Iron Fists and Insight, and this may be determined by the map you're on. Insight, like I was saying before, crazy sustain. You basically never going back to the well to ever tap for mana. It's just never going to happen. Iron Fist, on the other hand, well, Kharazim could do some really good damage. So between the two of these, for this map, we're on the PTR and we're testing out the new map as well, which is a large 3-lane map, so I'm going to probably go Insight, but Iron Fist is definitely a good choice. Transcendence, until it's going to lead a lot more playtesting, but at the moment I think his heals are just too... Going a full heal build is not as effective as other healers. Like if you're going to pick him as a main healer, I think I'd rather go Uther, Rhaegar, Malfurion, those type of people. So interesting, we'll see how that plays out. So level 4, we're going to take we're going to take Overtake. This is an ability that sort of just gives us an extra little bit of chase and DPS value. When we pop it, it's going to last for a little while. So the longer that we are in melee range, and we have an extended melee range with our E, it's not a strong level 4 talent, but it'll do. I mean, these two are also pretty good, especially if there's no healer on, you're the off healer. Say if you're in a quick match and you've been chucked in with, say, Malfurion, definitely go for a healing ward or protective shield. I like protective shield, but healing ward is definitely a good choice as well. And then Foresight is also a really good choice if you're going up against a Nova or a Zeratul, as when you dash to the area, it reveals a small area around the target that you dash to. So this is definitely a counter pick to those type of heroes, and if we were versing them, I'd definitely pick that, because in that situation I think it would be better than all the bottom 3. For tier 7, for this DPS build, we're going to go for Way of the 100 Fists. It's pretty good. It's just that extra little bit of DPS when you basically blink to your opponent. You can just get that off that little bit more DPS to maybe get the final kill. The others are Clairvoyance, especially Cleanse is really good if you're going a heal build, or if you're the only healer. A Cleanse selection is, even after its slight nerf in this upcoming patch, it's still a strong pick. Echo of Heaven, through my playtesting, not that good even in a healing build. If I was going a healing build, I'd still choose Cleanse over the Echo of Heaven. The ultimate, as I said before, we're going to go 7-sided strike. And for 13, a couple, depending on who you're going against, Spell Shield, it can be obviously really strong, but for this DPS build, Fists of Fury is definitely the one that we're going to go for, unless once again we're up against like a Nova or a Kael'thas or a Jaina, who are quite common, but still Fists of Fury is really good. And then 16, I really like Blazing Fist. Yeah, basic attacks reduce the deadly reach cooldown, so we can pop it and then get off a few auto attacks, and it's going to be almost back up as soon as it's finished after the extended duration. Yeah, so this is a really good talent to combo into, and the reason why I like Insight so much is because we're going to be spamming our E so often, especially after 16, that you're going to be running out of mana really quickly if you pick Iron Fists. Really good damage potential, but yeah, that's why I like the extra mana. And in 20, well, I don't think this can go either way. Storm Shield is always really strong, and once again, if you are the only support, Storm Shield is almost a must. Epiphany, I'm going to pick Epiphany in this one. I quite like its... Sorry, actually, no, I'm not going to go Epiphany in this one, because we're going Insight. I'd go Epiphany if I picked Iron Fist for the mana regen, but yeah, in this one we're going to go Storm Shield. So, interesting sort of 20 and 1 combination. So yeah, Iron Fists and Epiphany are a great combo, but we don't really need the extra Radiant Dash charges, and that's another thing I did forget to mention. You actually stack Radiant Dash twice, so even from the beginning you'll always have 2, so you can almost like Zeratul from using Wormhole straight away, as long as you've got a target to jump to, you can jump in, do a little bit of damage, and then jump back out. So that's the build that we're going to go today on the PTR, and let's hope we get a good game.
Yitar, guide my path.
Alrighty, here we go, guys. We're on the PTR, so just as a note, take everything that happens here with a grain of salt, because it may potentially change by the time it goes live. Unfortunately, it's really hard to get a good game with like 20-minute queues on the Monk, so at the moment we're just going to play an AI game, and hopefully I can show you what the Monk can do as close to the real thing with this match. Alright, so here I'm going to pick up Insight. Definitely watch his mana bar just not move at all as the game goes on. And yeah, definitely for longer matches, this new map not so much. I've been getting a lot of short games, even in quick match. Most of them have been pretty one-sided. You can basically snowball the Punisher's ability to get kills and destroy towers fairly aggressively. So maybe on a map like this, the sustain that a talent like what's it called, Insight gives you is not the optimal pick, but I think it might be the best pick more often than not. Alright, so we can jump in, we can do a bunch of damage, we can then jump back out. Like I was saying, your jump has it stacks twice, so definitely don't be afraid to use it often or use it to engage. Definitely harass with this Sergeant Hammer. Sergeant Hammer received a little bit of a buff, a little bit of a health buff as well, so that's something to note. Not as squishy as she once was. Alright, we're just going to keep focusing on pushing this lane a little bit harder with a hammer in the lane, but that's all good. Actually, I might just, well, shrines up. So with this new shrine, the object is there'll be 30 guardian. Well, there'll be many guardians that spawn, and the first team to kill 30 of them will have the ability to summon the Punisher. Alright. Just gonna quickly tap, get that health back. Looks like we've got the shrine down pretty much on lock. Gonna jump in here, give it a little bit of heal, jump back. Let's see if we can push some damage out on Stitians. Let's get that heal going as well. We don't quite make it, unfortunately. Yeah. So when you do land your kick, you only just get one in one auto attack, and your auto attacks aren't super strong. Later we are going to buff that ability with the 100 strikes. Right here I'm going to go increase move speed. That's going to allow us that when we do jump in, we're going to get a little bit of the chase ability. Whoa, just come on. Nope. Alright, here we go. We did some of the Punisher. We got the Frost version. So he's going to do a little bit of AoE, going to do some stuns and some slows. Oh, we are rooted. Let's see if we can jump in. There we go. Actually, I'm just going to heal as much as I can at the moment. Like that. Jump to an ally, we need to get out of there. Come on, no. Right, time to go back to laning, I think. We do have a 2-level lead, so hopefully we can snowball this into another Punisher. The monk is actually pretty good at, well, looks like the AI want to capture the tower, which I'm not completely against. Well, they are all getting mercs, so we go back to the laning.
Where is my
Don't see them anywhere on the map, so they're probably getting the bruises as well. Here we're going to go wave the 100 Fists, so this is going to give us that extra boost when we do jump in. And yeah, we can do a decent amount of damage. So if we have, once again, two stacks of those, so we can get that twice in quick succession. And we can pop it straight into the E, and we do a decent amount of damage. But like, once again, yeah, that insight trait at the beginning, as you can see, we just have mana for days. We can spam this as long as we want. We're never going to run out. Alright, help Rhaegar. It's pretty good. E is pretty good method of clearing something like this, as you can really sort of chew through a lot of minions quickly. Later on we'll be able to increase the duration of our E so we can get these super fast attacks happening for longer, and especially in an area like this where you're going to be here for a little while. Yeah, you can really do a fair bit of damage. Alright, maybe quickly clear up this. Just want to clear this guy. Alright, the rest of the towers will sort out. This time we get the arcane guy. He's gonna, yeah, create these little spinning arcane lasers that do an insane amount of damage, hero damage. So we're going to be 10 soon, and get to show off the 7 strikes. There we go. 7-sided strike. Alright, let's see if we can jump in here. Don't quite pick off one person anyway. A little bit of a pickle. There we go. Definitely is probably better used, well, it's most definitely better used when you can isolate one person. Its effectiveness is considerably less when there is more people. So something like a butcher's, what's it called, furnace blast, you know, you want to maximize how many people you can hit with it. This is a little bit different. Alright. So I'm just going to follow the AI in this instance. See what they want to do. Well, we can absolutely just blow up some dudes there. And the heals. Gonna back out and play a little safer. Alright, let's see if we can pick up Stitches here. He does get stuck in 1v1, and yeah, he goes down really quickly. So it's a pretty good combo when we've got, we already have a main healer, and yeah, the monk sort of fulfilling that just extra support heals is quite, it's probably, this is his strongest situation really. This is where he's going to thrive, where he doesn't have to carry the bulk healing duties. Alrighty. We'll go support Raina with that shrine. Our healing numbers, not too bad. I mean, once again, we also are against bots, so you can never really take these numbers as gospel. But I found that, yeah, his healing numbers are never really out healing, say for example like a Malfurion or you know, Uther or something like that. Oh, Kel'Thas is in big trouble here. See if I can single someone out. Well, I don't want to actually waste it on Malfurion for my ultimate, or maybe I should have. There we go, you can see a little bit of the burst damage potential. Okay, here we're going to go Fist of Fury. This is going to increase the duration, so if we pop it in a minion wave, it just sort of goes for ages. don't think they really need my help here, but I'll come anyway. We might be able to pick up a couple of other kills. And I'm just looking for somewhere to use my ultimate. Reyna doesn't care. Reyna knows we got the win. Oh, here we go. I'm going to jump into Tychus. So I can get that. We don't quite make it. It looks like this might be it anyway. Alright, well there we go. So it's okay numbers, nothing too crazy. One last use of the ultimate just before the game ends. And that's sort of, yeah, the first sort of look at Kharazim the Monk, the sort of an off support, the likes of Tyrande and Tassadar. I think you'll see a lot of play. I think his DPS is pretty good, and yeah, he'll be here soon.